Hi Taurus, welcome to April. This is Teresa from Tarot by T. And before I start your reading, I want to talk about a little bit about what's coming up this month. We have a new moon in Aries on the 1st or the 30th, depending on the 30th of March, depending on where you live. Venus, your ruling planet, moves into Pisces, where she is exalted. So she'll be strong in April. Mercury moves into your sign, Taurus, on the 11th. Then we have Mars moving into Pisces on the 15th. And a full moon in Libra on the 16th. Jupiter and Neptune come together in a conjunction on the 12th, which is major. It's a major aspect this month for manifesting a dream, having a sudden opportunity. Pluto will go retrograde at the end of the month. So up until now, everything's been all full speed ahead. And then we have a new moon eclipse in Taurus, your sign, on the 30th. I won't get too much into that. I'll be talking about that in May. But let's see what the cards say. I'll give you a sneak preview, though, of the eclipse. Let's see what the cards say for Taurus for the month of April. And for those of you having an April birthday, happy birthday. What does Taurus need to know about love and relationships for the month of April 2022? What is coming up for Taurus in April? What's coming up for Taurus in April 2022? What is coming up for Taurus? The Page of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, the Nine of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, the Queen of Cups, the Two of Wands, the Judgment, and the High Priestess. And the card at the bottom of the deck is the Devil. Okay, let's see what's happening with Taurus. So you're starting the month off with the Page of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is about, it's the student card, really. So you might be thinking about, you're open. It's about being open to the new, open to learning. So if you're not in a relationship, I feel like you're really open to getting involved with one. If you are in a relationship, then you're open to change, making changes, which is unusual for Taurus, but you're just open to learning about the best way to deal with the person and the relationship. You have the Five of Pentacles, so this can play out different ways. The Five of Pentacles can sometimes mean someone who is struggling financially, feeling lonely, cut off from loved ones. So if you're separated from someone, you might be feeling just kind of you're on the outside looking in. Like everyone else out there is having fun but you. Maybe you're busy working because you need to make money and you don't have time for love or fun. Sometimes, though, the Five of Pentacles can represent feeling depressed. Maybe you're coming out of a depression after being isolated for so long, especially with COVID. The other way, if this is not you, you could be helping someone else through a difficult time. Someone who's having a hard time financially or feeling lost and confused and out of touch with their loved ones. So you could be helping someone through something like that. The energy of the Five of Pentacles is also feeling unworthy, feeling like you have nothing to offer someone, feeling that you won't be accepted, worrying about being accepted. Am I good enough? What do I have to offer? So I feel like with the Page, though, so you could be involved with someone that might be feeling that way, like they don't know what they have to offer you, or you could be feeling that way. What do I have to offer someone else? Will they accept me? Will their family and friends accept me? That could be that energy as well. But also with the Page of Pentacles, you could be, that's the student card. So you could be thinking about, well, I know this, maybe I need to go back to school and take some classes and, up my skills so that I can make more money. Because I feel like there's a learning component to the Page of Pentacles. So I feel like you might be thinking about learning some new skills, and that will help your financial situation. And it would also help your self-esteem, feeling like, okay, I can do this. I have the training, I can do it. You have the 9, you have a lot of work cards in addition to the love, so that's why I'm bringing this up, all these pentacles. You have the 9 of Pentacles. This is a card of someone who is, you're working kind of independently. Maybe you're working from at home, or you're working for yourself, because it could be the card of the entrepreneur, someone who is just in charge of her own, who you're not really working for someone specifically, where they're like, or a micromanager. You're more like in charge. And I feel that there's a lot of independence in your situation. And I feel that there's a relationship you might be involved in, because you have the hawk here. She's got the hawk. That's her power animal in this card. That usually represents a message. So you may have received a message recently that is rocking your world in some way. The Devil card is here, and the 4 of Cups. So I feel that I just feel the sense of boredom. Like, I don't feel like I'm being valued for the work that I do. I don't feel like I'm being valued in my relationships, my friendships. I feel like no one, whether it's a love relationship or a work relationship or even a friendship, you don't feel valued, and you're bored, and you're thinking, maybe I should look somewhere else for love, or maybe I should just look somewhere else even for a job. The Devil is here. You could be involved with someone. Sometimes when the Devil comes up, it has 2 meanings. On the one hand, it could mean fear. Fear is keeping you locked into a situation where you're not happy, and that could be a relationship or even a job. The Devil can also represent passion, where you have a strong attraction for someone, but you're afraid to pursue it. You're afraid of being overwhelmed. Like, the feelings are so powerful that you feel like you might lose yourself in this relationship. So you're kind of like, I don't know, not wanting to get too involved. Sometimes, and also, the Devil could represent a codependent type relationship, or where you're like, kind of, it has some toxic elements, like where one person is taking care of the other person. Maybe the other person has a drinking or drug problem, or they're just very dependent, and you're always the one, coming in and rescuing. Especially with this 5 of Pentacles here. You're helping someone who's always got a problem, or may have emotional problems, or feeling, depressed. But you're the strong one. You're the rock, because Taurus is a rock. Taurus knows how to deal with any kind of trouble they come across. They're just very determined and persistent. You can get through anything. So a lot of people come to Taurus because they admire their strength and their resilience. So Taurus can sometimes get involved with people that are very needy or need help, and it could be kind of like a trap with the Devil. Now, coming up in the future, though, I feel like that this is passing, this energy. So you could be moving away from that type of relationship and moving into, you have the 9 of Cups here with the Wheel of Fortune. So there's going to be a sudden change this month. Unexpected. The Wheel of Fortune is always unexpected energy. Like, out of the blue, something happens. And the 9 of Cups is a wish fulfillment card. So whatever is coming up, it's going to help you to achieve a goal or a dream. That the 9 of Cups is yes to your wish. If you're looking for love, the answer is yes. The Wheel of Fortune says it may come unexpected. It may be unexpected. But wherever you're going, you're going to be welcomed and valued. This energy of the 4 of Cups, of being bored and undervalued, not appreciated, feeling like you're making all the effort in a relationship and the other person doesn't seem to care, that energy is going away. Coming up is a turning of the wheel. You have the Queen of Cups here. It's in your negative thinking sector. This is a card of intuition, sensitivity, compassion. So maybe you're getting feelings about what's on the horizon, but you're not trusting it. This could be a water sign, though. You could be getting involved with someone. I'm seeing earth and water. But if you're involved with someone, this person has a lot of compassion, very sensitive, very psychic, very intuitive, creative. So that could be someone that's coming up on the horizon. In your environment, you have the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands energy is about a potential partnership. And you're kind of waiting to see where it's going to go. So this is your environment. So it could come through a work situation. You could be meeting people at work. Sometimes this card represents your partner's view, like the person that you're thinking about and what they feel. So if there's someone coming into your life unexpectedly, they might be thinking like, yeah, I'd like to have a partnership with Taurus. I don't know if it's, and they're kind of waiting to see how it plays out. Like, I don't know how it's going to work out, but I'll give it a shot, that kind of thing. Because this person is waiting. This is a person who's planted a seed and waiting to see where that seed takes them, where if it's going to grow, what the potential, they're like waiting for the potential to be fulfilled. It hasn't been fulfilled yet. It's at the very beginning stages, especially when you see pages in a relationship. And this Page of Pentacles could be someone who's very down to earth. So there could be a new beginning in a relationship that's just at the very beginning stages, but it represents a change. Your fortunes are changing, and you may be leaving behind anyone that's just taking advantage of your kindness, that's draining your energy, that wants to chain you down, but not empower you. In your wish fulfillment sector, you have the Judgment card. This is a card of waking up, having a spiritual awakening, realizing what you need to do to change, seeing the truth. Like, I have to take action, I have to make changes. Taurus is not comfortable with change, but there comes a time in everyone's life, even a Taurus, where you reach your limit and you say, you know what, I just can't do this anymore. And I have to, make some changes. And when Taurus reaches that point and decides to take action and close a door or open a new door, they're going. They're the bull, charging. I mean, once you it's hard for a Taurus to leave a situation or make changes, but once they decide that they're doing it, nothing can stop them. Nothing can get in their way. They're going to achieve their goal. So you're going to be, the Judgment sometimes comes up when you change jobs or change like, you leave a bad relationship. If you're stuck in a rut, you're like ready to take action and make things better for your life and do what needs to be done. It also means that you're working on yourself and you realize, okay, yeah, maybe I procrastinate too much, or maybe I should be doing this and I'm not doing it, or maybe, you're going to take action this month. You're going to get a grip on yourself. And you're going to realize, I have to make changes. I can't sit around and wait for things to change. I have to take action to make things happen. You have the High Priestess as the outcome. That's a positive card. You may not know everything, because the High Priestess represents things that are hidden, things that you can only access through your intuition, through meditation. So quiet your mind this month. If you find yourself confused or not sure what direction to take, meditation would be a good thing. And listen to that voice. I always say that prayer is talking to God or Source, and meditation is listening for the answer. And listen for that inner voice. Because you're going to get divine guidance this month. And you're going to know what direction to take and how to make improvements in your life and in your relationships. The High Priestess also represents things are happening behind the scenes that you may not be aware of. So you don't have to know everything. Just trust that it's all going to work out for the best. Because the High Priestess as an ending card usually means there'll be a positive outcome, even though you can't see how that's going to happen right now. Things are hidden from you right now. but they are going to be revealed in the proper time. So it's all about divine timing this month. But in any case, you have the Nine of Cups, which is one of the best cards in the reading. Means yes. It's a yes to your question. If you're looking for love or you're trying to make a relationship better, it's yes, you can do it. Things are going to be changing this month in a big way, especially because we're having that eclipse in Taurus, which is a new moon eclipse at the end of the month. New beginning. You may not experience it till like the end of the month or even in May, but you're in the process of change. So roll with it. Be open to it. And you can leave behind anything toxic, your depression, your isolation, anyone who's draining you. You can just move away from that and move into a new scenario that's a better fit for you. Okay, so let's see what the angel cards have to say to Taurus. What does Taurus need to know from the angels? Let's just pick a card. Self-criticism. We, your angels, ask you to please be more compassionate toward yourself. Observe the times when you have critical thoughts about you, and make an effort to replace these negative thoughts with positive, loving ones. You are a wondrous being of light, even if at times you think you are less than perfect. Remember that God and divine perfection exists in all things. So, yeah, we're often our worst critics. So just believe in yourself, love yourself, and you will attract that same love and energy back. Okay, so let's see what's going on with Taurus astrologically. New moon in Aries is happening in your 12th house. That's the house, that's a psychological house. It's the house of everything that's hidden, your psychological blocks, your past karma. It has to do with prisons, hospitals, the unconscious, the way we self-sabotage, hidden enemies. Now, this new moon is conjunct Mercury and Chiron. So it could be that you need to talk to someone and express how you feel. Because Mercury is about communication, thinking. Chiron is about the wounded healer. Maybe there are some wounds that you really haven't dealt with, and you need to bring them up and deal with them and release them once and for all. There could be a wound from a past relationship or past family experiences. Whatever it is, there is something that you need to deal with. And I feel like that's going to come up this month, and it's going to be a healing time. This new moon gives you an opportunity to really heal and release and just let go of the baggage of the past. Let go of any wounds or sorrows or hurts from the past so that you could start new, especially next month when you have that new moon eclipse in your sign. So this is a time of preparation. It's a time of healing. It's not really a time too much of action. I feel like that's going to happen later. But it's a good time to really do a lot of deep soul searching and thinking. And if you have to talk to a counselor, it would be a good time to do that, to, heal some wounds. In your 10th house, you've got Venus, Mars, and Saturn at the beginning of the month. So you could have been really busy with career matters this month. A lot of work, a lot of responsibility. Luckily, Venus is moving away from Saturn. So that's good. You won't have that feeling of coldness and isolation. Now, Venus and Saturn and Mars are all squaring the North Node in Taurus, which is in your first house. So maybe you've been too busy at work to really work on you. You've been too busy with other things. You're going to get a break, I think, this month where you can finish up some projects and start working on learning how to love yourself, learning what you value, and how to release any blockages that like negative self-talk or anything that's been holding you back. Jupiter and Neptune are coming together this month in Pisces in your 11th house. That is major. This aspect hasn't happened in Pisces since the 1800s. So you could have a dream come true. A miracle can happen this month. And the 11th house has to do with hopes and dreams. If there's been something you've wanted to achieve for a long time, it can happen now. Through your friendships, through the groups that you belong to. Just expect work toward your goal. Don't give up on a dream, because I think you have a chance of manifesting it. Maybe it may be taking a long time to manifest, and you were like, oh, it's never going to happen. You're thinking about giving up. No, when Neptune and Jupiter come together, and they are forming a sextile to the North Node in the first house. So it's like your destiny. You're getting on a path of destiny this month through some miraculous opportunity or unexpected development. And it's going to manifest something that you've wanted for a long time. It's going to be happy. This is going to be a good month for you, so don't worry. We've had Venus squaring Saturn, but that's passing. And now Venus is squaring the North Node, but that's also a separating aspect. So you may have to get out of your comfort zone a little bit in relationships. Like maybe you've been too cautious. Especially Venus and Saturn, it's like you're afraid to speak up. You're afraid to show your love. You're afraid to be vulnerable. And that's blocking your love from coming in, because people can't read your mind. People don't know what you feel if you don't tell them. So maybe it's time for you to tell people how you feel. Reach out to people. Don't isolate yourself. Because Taurus can be stubborn. I know, I'm a Taurus. You're like, well, and Taurus is not good at reaching out. We're like, here, you know where I live, you know my number, call me. Well, sometimes Taurus, we have to pick up the phone and call someone. And we have to take action toward our goal. We can't just sit there waiting for the door to knock and the bell to ring and whatever, Now, Mars is still in your 10th house, and it's squaring the North Node. So you're going to be busy this month, working on your career. You might feel like you've got a lot of work, and you may not have time for love, but make time. Make time, because all work and no play, you know where that is. It's not healthy. So you're going to have, I feel like there's going to be a lot of good things happening, but at the same time, you're going to be really busy with work, career matters. So it's going to be like a little stressful, like, how am I going to get all this done? How am I going to find time to be in a love relationship? Or you can do it. I think there's positive things that are going to be happening. You just have to make time. Just schedule it like you schedule everything else. You schedule your work. We all do that. We schedule work, but we never schedule fun or playtime or downtime. You have to do it, because, April for Taurus is a time when the sun is in the 12th house. It's really a time of rest and wrapping things up. So tie up loose ends this month, and be ready to hit the ground running in May, because May is going to be full speed ahead. Just get ready. Okay, so then we have this full moon in Libra, and this is happening in your 6th house, which is the house of work and health, and the sun will be in your 12th house. So it is a time of healing. The full moon is squaring Pluto from the 9th house. Pluto has to do with higher education, long-distance travel, publishing, teaching, learning. Maybe you're finishing up an educational program. But I feel like you really need to... things are being revealed to you this month at this full moon. You're realizing where you've held yourself back. You're realizing that you need to take better care of your health. Maybe you've been overworking and you just don't have the energy, or you need to, build a healthier lifestyle. I feel like you're going to be doing that. You're going to be working toward that, like either eating healthier or starting a health exercise program or something like that. You still have Saturn. Now, there could be some power struggles with Pluto in the 9th. In some type of, maybe a communication project, or reaching out, some educational project, some publishing project, or marketing even. Just don't let yourself be intimidated by any bullies. Stand your ground. Saturn is going to be in your 10th house. So you're going to be either getting some type of promotion or getting more responsibility. You're going to be working hard, but you're also going to get recognition. You're going to be rewarded and recognized for the work that you do. You could be involved with something involving technology, something that's out of the box, cutting edge. Mercury is coming together with Uranus in the 1st house, so there could be some unexpected communication coming around this full moon. Mercury and Uranus sextile Venus in the 11th. You might hear from a friend you haven't seen in a long time, or there could be messages coming in. that when you least expect, that's going to lead to you either fulfilling a dream in love, like a friendship could turn to love, or you could have money coming in suddenly, because the 11th house represents the money you make from your career. So you could be making some money this month if you're working for yourself, or even if you have your own business, or I don't know. I just feel like an influx of cash, financial abundance, and also love through the friends you know, through the groups that you know. So get out and socialize, especially around this full moon. A friend may reveal their feelings for you at the full moon, because the full moon shines a light on things. It lets you know what's going on. So if anything's been hidden, if someone's been hiding things from you, you're going to find out the truth. Then Pluto goes retrograde at the end of the month. So you might be reworking something that has to do with education or publication. If you're doing any writing project, you might have to tweak the copy or rewrite something. But it's going to be powerful. So there could be some major changes even, where you rework something from the ground up. But the end result will be positive. And then you have your new moon eclipse. I'll give you a sneak preview. I'll talk more about it next month. But the new moon eclipse in Taurus is in your sign, and it's conjunct Uranus and sextile Mars. So things are going to heat up next month, starting on April 30th. A new moon eclipse, it can represent an ending and a sudden new beginning. But it's a powerful new beginning that's going to take effect over the next 6 months. And I will get into that next month, but I think it's going to bring you a lot of a really beautiful experience. May is going to be wonderful for you. So it's going to be a new beginning where your life is going to shift in a positive way. So rest up this month. Change your bad habits. Release old baggage. Don't settle for less. Keep your eye on the goal. And you'll be fine, because the winds of change are blowing for Taurus this month. And you're going to see those changes develop over the next several months. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, Taurus. If you did, click on the like button, click on this subscribe button. That's what helps my channel. If you'd like a private reading, click on the link in the description box. It'll take you to my website, and we can get you on the schedule, and I can give you a reading that's based on just your life only. This is general, so it may not apply to everyone, but when you get a private reading, it applies only to you. So what else did I want to say? Oh, and if you're having like I said, if you're having an early birthday, happy birthday for the April Taurus, and happy Easter if you're celebrating Easter. And thank you for supporting my channel. I really love listening to your comments, and it really, so keep them coming. I love the feedback. And it also helps the channel. If you really want to keep this channel going, the best thing you can do to help me is to comment and like and subscribe. So have a wonderful April, Taurus, and I will talk to you again next month. Okay, bye now.